Lemmy, and Motorhead. Mandatory Motorhead, I might say, as we pee on the V and turn it on the G. Force 1330, loud and proud here. Wild Bill. Boobie Bondage coming up next with some of her faves and some news for you. So hang in there, Chicago, because we got you covered.
G-Force 1330.
Which brings me up to the G-Force rock news. You may want to check out a special on June 29th at 10:30 p.m. from Univision, which is a Spanish television network, and the show's called America, which will deal with our favorite subject, heavy metal. Gothic Slam will be featured along with members of the PMRC, some psychologists, and the typical heavy metal family. You know, the family that bangs together, hangs together, and a hot rumor word from the Deep Purple camp is you're probably the first people to hear this. Ian Gillan has left the band, and reasons are, of course, unavailable at the moment. Musical difference, amicable split, the usual excuses, you got it. I guess it's Richie Blackmore's become a highway star in rejuvenating Rainbow. The possibility of Deep Purple surviving may mean Deep Six. And boys and girls, looks like I'm on my way out of here with the Destroyers to continue the celebration. And George Thorogood and I are going to take Highway 49 and G-Force all the way. Stay tuned, because Wild Bill's coming back. See ya. G-Force 1330. Oh yes, goodbye. Woody, Woody, Woody. That was the Scorpions. Yes, Deutschland's darlings. And right now, a couple of my pals, more than a couple of my pals, nice guys here. Mike Muir heads them up, and he, like his boys, tries to get a little each day. How about the rest of you? G-Force. G-Force 1330, Apollo Smile and Let's Rock from the Los Angeles soundtrack. We also heard Trampled Underfoot, classically Led Zeppelin, and Magic Dick Montana in the Led Zeppelin medley. Boobie Bondage here. Hello, Chicago. Been blowing lately? I guess Mr. Vasectomy could tell you a lot about that. Yes, Steve Dahl can't get it up lately. He would love to play Speak by Queensryche, but they won't let him. But, however, I will. Here is Queensryche. G-Force. G-Force 1330 in one big rush. Joe Satriani, guitar god. Also Robin Trower and Tear It Up. That was from, what is that? Take What You Need. And you know what you need to do is to go on down tonight to the Iron Rail for an all-star bash with Def Con, America, Teaser, Valentino, No Quarter. You get some free drinks and the biggest thrill of all. Meet John Spain and the G-Ster tonight, 7 p.m. So come on down. And you want some more news? Yeah, I think it's time for some more news. Well, you know, Donnie Dokken is one dude. He keeps coming up smelling sweet. Now that Don has his band together with, like, John Norum on guitar, Pat Young on bass, Billy White from Texas on guitar also, and Terry Bozzio on drums, he's going to be churning out the tunes while George Lynch continues to search for bandmates to join the Lynch Mob, besides Oni on vocals. He's from Mark Ferrari's band. And poor Jeff Pilson, he goes to the studio to cut some demos for a band he's calling Flesh and Blood while an L.A. club band is right next door rehearsing. So they steal Pilson's band name from right out from under him. So now Jeff is suing this L.A. band and Don Dokken for continuing to use the name Dokken, which is his, and I guess he can do it if he wants. What a mess. Sounds like a sitcom to me. I want you to stay tuned because the dude is up next. Wild Bill back with ya. I'm Boobie Bondage for G-Force 1330. And now, Frank.
In the dark.
G-Force 1330, Chicago's own Rick Wartell and Trouble, Thinking of the Past, and that was about 24 hours ago, with Florida's own Savatage, with, from what I hear, a very thin John Oliva, who's been in and out of the In and Out House recently to get onto the next tour real well. Boobie Bondage bouncing along with you this weekend, and proud to be here. And without further ado, we're going to check into Richie Blackmore's magical Man in a Silver Mountain. Here's Rainbow. G-Force. G-Force 1330. a definite electric phase. That was UFO. I've always liked that little ditty. Amping with Boobie here, and Stranger in a Strange Land. That was Ace Frehley. Yes, that was Ace Frehley, and that's making some noise, and we're going to stop that right now. Okay, how do you like that one? Is it time for news? I'd say that was news. DCC Compact Classics had a lawsuit leveled at him for releasing the recent Brian Johnson CD without adequate sticker notice that Johnson, he's now singing for AC/DC, had recorded the tunes before joining AC/DC. Matter of fact, if you look at the CD case, you'll notice Brian's name is lettered the way AC/DC letters its name. And the photograph that they're using of Brian is from an AC/DC concert, and in real small letters, real minute little tiny letters, is Geordie, Brian's old band, and they're listed. Presiding judge, though, Motley ruled that the material was okay to be sold only if big, huge stickers were slapped on the cover mentioning the tracks inside were 1970s music. That was pre-AC/DC. DCC Classics is complying with the decision. So, if you haven't picked up the new Brian Johnson with Geordie CD yet, it's available again, and it is satisfying. And speaking of satisfying, that's it for me, Boobie Bondage, and I'm happy to give it up to Wild Bill. I leave you with White Knuckles.